Hello, I'm Andrew Gray, the independent and AI-powered candidate in the Selby and Eastie by-election. Now, I've just got the telephone with a wonderful journalist at the Selby Times. I was just talking to her about the AI technology I'm deploying in this election and how I've used it for a number of years, and also about my history in other political parties. I'll tell you about those two conversations. First of all, let's have a look at the other candidates who are standing in the election. I think there's 13 of us. That's a lot. Of those 13, very sadly, only one is female. And it's notable that candidate, the Conservative candidate, and good luck to them, is a barrister by training. And barristers are used to, obviously, of course, they're used to speaking in public, arguing their case. So the female candidate is a professional arguer, and good for her. But notice there's only one out of 13. That's not right. And I think part of the reason being is that most of the parties, and I've been involved in a few of them, most of the parties are dominated by men. It seems to me, and this is a broad brush statement, and it's not always true, I know, is that I think men seem more comfortable in being vocal. Often wrong as well, very frequently wrong. But we seem more comfortable in being vocal and standing for election. Now, I think that's really sad, where so many very, very talented people aren't coming to the fore. Not just women, but generally shy people. Let's also think about what happens on social media. Now, I've been trying to contact all the other candidates on Twitter to wish them luck and to say to them that the technology I'm deploying, Polis, it spits out all these reports for everybody to see, including them. So whether or not I'm elected, whoever the MP is, and also any of the councillors in those villages, they can see the data, see where there's consensus, and there's usually consensus on so many topics. Well, these representatives will be able to see where the consensus is and create policies around that. So it's win-win for everybody getting involved in these conversations. But let me talk about Polis again. Polis is run anonymously, so nobody knows who says what. And actually, when something is anonymous, people are far more gentle. Now, I've run Polis conversations up and down the UK for the last 2.5 years, and I think I've seen maybe 2 unpleasant things spoken or written in that time, because it's anonymous. It's very different to Twitter and Facebook. As I was saying, I'm trying to reach out to all the other candidates on Twitter to say, hi, good luck, here's the data. But I think there's only 2 other candidates who are on Twitter. Isn't that interesting? During a really important election, Twitter is not being used. And I think that's because it's an incredibly unpleasant place to debate politics. Polis is the cure to all the ills on Twitter and also on Facebook. Facebook and Twitter and some other platforms can be thoroughly horrible places to express your views. Polis is the cure to all of that. It allows shy people who can't always express themselves that well in words, written words, or even to speak, to have their say, or even if English isn't your first language, you can get involved. So of course you need to have access to the internet, and I appreciate not everybody has access to the internet, but it is the most open and democratic tool I have come across, and I've been looking at democratic technology for the last however number of years, and I've not found anything better than this. So my message is, Polis is not social media and does a far better job of interrogating a question and helping people to think an issue through. And social media is such a toxic place that most of the candidates aren't on there. So if you want to get in touch and help in the campaign or ask me any questions, by all means do so. I'm pleased that you're here to watch my video, and I wish everybody luck in the campaign, that we are gentle with each other, that we find consensus and exist wherever we can, that we're not divisive and we're not attacking one another. Because up here in North Yorkshire, we're plain speaking, we get along with our neighbours, and we have bucket loads of common sense. Thanks.